Hello, everybody, and welcome to a podcast, whatever this is. It's episode one. My name is Spams, and joining me today is none other than Immortals Midlaner Zeereef. Say hello, my man.
Hello, guys.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you. We came up actually with this crazy idea to do a podcast on just yesterday. It was a random idea we had talking. And it's nice. It's PGL is down a couple of weeks, so we have a bit of time to at least provide the viewers with some content and maybe get the community together. Okay, not much of a talkative guy, but first, because you're here and because you're the first one, you gotta help me figure out a name for this. Oh, you gotta help me
I
with
don't know.
a name for the podcast. No,
BFG talk show.
BFG talk show. I was thinking like the Primal Geostone podcast, and then it would be like the PGP,
PGP.
the
Yeah,
the
I love it.
PGP because it's the PGL, and then I sometimes call after games I say post game lobby, so it's the PGL, and this can be the PGP.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well first let's because you're my guest here, uh, tell the audience something about you. Like, how did you get into Web3 gaming? How did you find out about Battle for Geostone? When did you start playing video games? Something about you. Let the audience.
Um, Hello, guys. I started playing Web3 when Axie was on a rise. A friend of me told me about this that you can earn while there was COVID and everything. And then I started playing when I was still like 6 years old. I played like Dota 1, Warcraft days. And then a friend of mine from YGG, his name is Maiko, and he introduced me about BFG, and then I kind of fell in love with the game, and yeah.
Okay, so that's in it. So, do you play other than Dota any other mobile games like League?
Uh,
You mentioned
uh,
mobile.
yeah, I played like Wild Rift, Mobile Legends, Heroes of New World, Hon, old school game. I think that's it.
I mean, that's pretty okay to be honest. I stick with World of Warcraft and League of Legends, and the occasional BFG if my computer can run it, because right now it can't. It's really bad. And when we talked yesterday, you said you played in other tournaments as well. Like BFG is not your only tournament that you play.
Yeah, we played like Firelight tournaments, and also we're competing in Meta Strike tournament that will
Mhm.
start this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Web3 game too.
Okay.
It's an FPS kind of game, like first person shooter.
All right.
So
But
yeah.
do they have the exact same thing like BFG does in the pay to earn daily reward challenges, or is it a monthly or a
Uh,
how?
as of now, they don't have it. Like it's their first tournament, I think,
Okay.
and the play to earn is still not available yet.
Okay, but how are you feeling about the in-house league in general that just came out a couple like a month ago? You've been playing it a lot, let's be honest. You've sacrificed rank 1 for a couple of things which we will talk about, go through. You told me yesterday. So, how do you like it?
Uh, I love it. It's very unique experience playing with different people, different comms, different strategy, and I also learn a lot from them.
You Zeereef, the mid
Yeah,
laner of Immortal who went 15 and 0 in our bracket stage, are learning new things. By the way, for reference, everyone watching, see here, are learning new things from other members. For example, give me an example.
uh, for example, the health spike abuse,
Tell us about Hell Spike abuse,
uh,
please.
where you can just use health spike on a dead player, and it will just reset it. And if you killed someone in the fountain, you can just spam health spike in their fountain, and that will be so chaotic.
So if you're in a fight, you can angle Hellspike to hit an active player and a dead player at the same time. And like even if you miss on the player, you will still keep your Hellspike.
Yep, exactly.
I talked about Hellspike a lot on stream, and even like everyone likes Hellspike, but we didn't really see a good usage of it, as I would say, in the games that we've seen so far. Now the playoffs are starting. I think that many people already know about this or will find out because of this. So, do you think it will be used more?
I don't think so because Earthquake is the most strongest skill here right now because of the AoE and the stun.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use Hellspec and if you fucked up once, it may cost you the game. It's like a risky move. If you don't know how to use your Hellspec, uh, the game will be hard for your team. Because if you miss your Hellspec, it's like 4v5 in a clash.
Yeah, basically. And
Yeah.
you've been finding a lot of bugs in the game, and you've been helping out with that and to making the game better in general. Anything else that you might want to share with us?
Uh, there is also one bug, but I still can't make a video about it because BFG is still on maintenance mode. It's a bug like it works around like stash. If you get two items, one item will be gone, but the stats will remain in your hero, basically. Even if
Oh,
you don't have boots in your inventory, but your movement speed is still high.
so for example, if you're 6 items, you don't give the farm to the member who needs a sixth item who has five. You just continue, so you get a seventh one.
Yeah, but the seventh one is invisible, but the stats are there.
Yeah, I mean, you still don't know how you did it though, right?
Uh, I know how to do it. We tried to replicate it already with MRP, one of
How?
my member.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And it was successful, right?
yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. And will you be
Yeah.
using it in the tournament? Is the question.
And no, it's only useful if the game is around 50 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, however, games have shown to last an hour or more. Even
It doesn't
like one of the
it
first,
doesn't happen here.
I mean, one of the first Asia games in the in-house
Oh
series
yeah.
was like you sent a screenshot on Discord, like I don't know how many kills, 60 something minutes.
Yeah. I don't know with Asia. I think they don't know how to end the game. Unlike Europe, they know how to play well, and in Europe also know how to end the game.
So
Like they know
overall,
their timings and everything.
so you're ranking Europe overall just a better region than Asia.
Uh Not quite. Also Asia is giving me a hard time right now because like their mid is like if I have enemy mid, it's like calling support, so it's like kind of annoying for me. Like oh my god, another support is here in mid, like that. Well, in Europe, it's like focus in your laning. No, roaming is kind of rare in the early
Hmm.
stage. Yeah,
Okay.
because Shiro's item is like has banana, bandage, and some healing potion. Unlike me, I'm only buying like gauntlet, two gauntlet, and one mana potion. In
Hmm.
C, like okay, this can work
What
in the possible game.
are those your preferred starting items overall?
Uh, for now, I'm testing things what I prefer in the early game.
Hmm. But
Yeah,
you are playing mid lane Akuma, so overall you start with gauntlets and the agility like Thieves Gloves was it called? I don't know.
yeah.
Those are your go-to.
Uh, for now, it may change in the playoffs.
You know, at the end of the league, the last couple of weeks, we saw a lot of rings, like intelligence rings coming out.
I think rings are only useful with the Gorlok or Gugmangkok because of the spell amplify.
Hmm.
Because int gives spell amplify.
So you wouldn't like put it on an Akuma mid lane with like an Earth
Yeah,
Blast?
yeah.
No.
I don't want it. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, okay, sure. And let's switch around a little bit. How would you change the game if you could like edit it in a day to make it better? Like, would you add jungle camps? Would you add another objective, like another geo thing? Like, what would you adapt to make the game playable and more enjoyable? Because right now it's just a five
Um,
v five 3 lanes.
I think first of all, fog of wars is needed in the game.
You mean better fog of war?
Yeah, like in the mid, because in mid you can see in the river already. You have
Mm-hmm.
a large vision, so you can't be ganked in the top or in the bottom. The only way they can gank you is when they TP in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also I think remove spellbane.
That,
Yeah.
that's a discussion that has been held, I think, a couple of times. Like, either remove it or find a way to somehow nerf it, like make it negate.
Uh, I, I think one nerf is like make the CD like 60 seconds.
I mean, sure, and then it's very rare that you can use
Yeah,
it. Actually, you need to like.
because we are abusing spellbane a lot already in Immortal. We know how to use spellbane.
I mean, even me and Thomas say sometimes when the game gets really stalematy and like everyone like freezes. I don't know how to say it. Like when it comes to like 50 minutes and it's just wave controlling it, or even teams in general. When two even teams like clash, it just becomes who uses spellbane better. And if you
Yeah,
use it better, you win the game. If you don't, you just lose it. Simple.
yep. I think just add another item like Rune of Immortality that can make you spell immune for
Mm-hmm.
like 3 seconds or 5 seconds. That will give the third skill like a lot of variety. Like you can go for different skill like magic funnel or anything.
What about switching spellbane to keeping it like a shield but not immune? For example, when you press it, like you get a like a shield, a barrier that lasts a couple of time and it negates a little bit of damage. What about that? Do you like that?
Uh, I think you will still die. Everyone will just use collision on you and earthquake and you're
So
deleted in the map.
it will not save you from the permastuns
Yeah, it will really not save because collision and earthquake is an OP combo right now.
plus stunning light.
Yeah, standing right. Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, then what about not changing up spellbane, just changing up collision course and earthquake?
Uh, that will make Spellbind even more OP because the only way to counter Spellbind is to stun them, even if they don't take damage.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
like for example, I had a thought once. Well, if you like cast collision course and hit someone, yes, deal the damage, but like slow them or something, not a stun. You know, and because I feel like there's too many stuns in the game. Earthquake
yeah,
is just
I agree.
huge. Everything stuns, you know? And it's just
I
too much.
agree.
Even Divine Smite stuns. Like, why? It's an explosion. Just make it
Yeah,
pop, maybe slow. I don't know.
yeah. I think slow is a good nerf. I think because there are less skills or there are no skills that has slow effect. If
Mm-hmm.
I remember correctly, yeah, I think slow is better. Since Akuma are very fast, you can just use a collision course to slow them.
Yeah, because Akuma with boots is just like Sonic, man.
Yeah,
Sonic.
yeah,
Way too quick. For reference, a little bit off topic now again. Do you see this thing on my head?
yeah.
This
What is that?
my headphones are made of plastic. I wanted to discuss this at the
Oh, okay.
beginning and I had to tie them up with like a scarf so my head doesn't hurt when I wear them because I know when someone's watching this is going to be like spams what the hell. Now I'm trying to see how do I pull this a little bit. Fix it a little bit. Yeah. Spams, what the hell is on your head? It's a scarf. My headphones hurt my head. And for reference, they're they're glued. I need to get new headphones. That's for sure. But for now, we go with the Balkan way of fixing things. You know,
Yeah,
they still work, so it's totally fine.
if it works, it works.
Yeah, but so do you think like anyone can contest you right now in the league? You're standing at 15-0. You haven't lost a game, like not even a tie. So overall,
Uh,
do you think anyone like has a chance to contest you or like could?
I think everyone has a chance to contest us if they just commit into the game, like practice and do some scrims. Like the only way to win is just to keep grinding, learn the game, play the game, and just press your skills better than the opponent.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah,
And what is your like Geostone League experience gone so far? Do you like how the league is going? Do you like how me and Tom are handling the production from behind, like the other players from other teams? You know, we Asia has a lot of disqualified teams.
yeah, that's the only thing I hate about this league. Too many DQ games, like zero games. Like you have to wait like 1 weekend. In the end, there's no game.
Mm, yeah, I mean, you can imagine from our perspective here in the studio. I do a 2 hour drive to to the studio because it's in a different town. And I get there, I wake up early, so I get there before the first match, and then I hear that the first match won't be played, and then I have to sit and wait in the studio for an hour and 30 minutes. And then let's say we have a best of two, let's say a team plays. For example, if we had four that day planned, we play a best of two, and then me and Tommy we get hyped up, you know, games start flowing, everything's nice, and then third game, team doesn't show up again, and then all that hype that you had, you know, just kind of falls
Yeah,
down, and we find ourselves like watching reels on Instagram and TikTok for like 30 minutes because we don't have much to do. Like I try to figure out content on the spot if we can show the stream, but it kind of like drains you, you know.
yeah. The momentum is off.
Yeah, the momentum. Exactly. The momentum is the fancy word that I needed to use. Kind of like just falls off, and it's sad that it keeps happening. Like I understand it's a new game, and maybe a lot of teams like don't trust it or like don't want to be bothered. I get that as well. I try to get it from the other person's perspective, but I mean, it's just like it's a video game, man. Everyone can like get an hour and 30 minutes a week to play like two matches. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. Okay. So that's a little bit of general stuff that we covered right now. Anything else you want to share with the community before we get into like playoffs, predictions, brackets, stuff like that? That's gonna take like a while. We're gonna do both regions. We're gonna do Europe and we're gonna do Asia.
Okay.
So first,
Uh,
anything else do you want to cover? Like you wanna do you want to tell me like who's the dark horse of the league? Like which team do you look at and think of like they can actually make it far, but no one expects them to?
uh, I think the Shish
Uh,
has the best chance because I think they are the second team we fought that we really had a hard time against. First is Vorpal, and I think second is the Shish because of they took the Geostone and they have like five shocking grass, and it was not in our strategy of how to counter that kind of play style. And yeah,
wait, which team did you play against that you got two DCs and then you did a backdoor?
Mega Man. It's
That
the
was against Mega
3v5.
Man? Oh my.
Yeah,
That must have
yeah,
stung. If I was Mega Man, I remember I was jumping with Tome on the place that we're casting and watching the game from. Like I was like, yeah, they pulled them out, two guys, but like Zeereef is missing. Like you look at the minimap, there's one person in the base, and it's no one from Mega Man. I feel bad for Mega Man for that game, man.
yeah. They get baited
Yeah, they got you
real
baited.
hard. That was our only chance to win that game.
Yeah, literally, because
Yeah,
it would have just stalled out for another 10 to 15 minutes, and they would have
yeah,
won eventually. I mean, stuff like that can happen because we still don't have a reconnect option in the game. If you DC,
Yeah,
if
true.
you DC, you're out completely.
We were like, Wowix has. I have been DC, guys. Oh no. I was like, okay, it's 4v5. We can still win. And then Ebenum said, I have DC too. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Not like this.
Not like this.
and and then Aizen is like, okay, stay calm. We can still win this. And yeah, so we did the impossible possible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, any other memorable moments? Like something that will stay in your head
I think against Vorpal.
against Vorpal?
Yeah. Like every minute there's a fight happening. There's no farming, just fighting. I love that type of game.
I mean, it is pretty crazy to be honest.
Yeah, it's destruction.
To to look at Vorpal's sword basically standing one under you. The only loss they have is from you. They've beaten everyone
Yeah,
else as well. And that was a pretty close series, I'd say. And the duo, we call them like Miralicious, Vorpalicious, playing strong side always. They're a scary duo, man. Let's be honest.
yeah.
They're pretty
I have
crazy.
all my respect to them.
Do you know them personally or no?
No, I only know Oni. Because we scream a lot, like Vorpal and Immortal. For like every week we scream like 3 times a week.
That's
That's
actually
why.
really good that you did that. That keeps you up to date. So how about scrims though? Have you lost a scrim game or are you undefeated in scrims as well?
Uh, to be honest, Vorpal beat us like 3 times. We have no wins against Vorpal, and in the group stage, it was just a miracle that we won against Vorpal.
In
Because in the scrim, we did not win against them, even once.
so this is proof that scrims don't matter. Like if you like you don't have to get demoralized if you play scrims and you lose all the scrims. Like I I also watch other championships. I watch League of Legends. I know Tome watches Dota. We're
Yeah,
we're very separate on that specter, and we argue all the time which one is better. And even they say like in bigger games, scrims just don't matter because you can't choke on stage when that game matters. You know,
yeah,
pressure can get to people, and you need to keep a cool head. And
yeah.
sorry, finish your sentence.
Uh, because we were just like the dark horse in BFG. Because the first time we played BFG was in the group stage. Like there were no previous games,
Mm-hmm.
so we like practice. Same with Vorpal.
Yeah.
And then Vorpal was paired against Megaman.
Mm-hmm.
And then like and Michael from YGG said that um Megaman is the favorites to win the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, they were the team. Do you know that Megaban has been with Battle for Geostone more than I have personally?
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh okay.
Megaban was here from the beginning tournaments and everything. I came just for the league when I saw a job application open, you know. So yeah, they have been with BFG more than I have. So and they were like they have won a couple of tournaments in the past, and then they first lost their like the Bloomin tournament where YGG took it, I think.
Uh,
Also,
that was sad for us.
yeah,
Typhoon cannot play.
yeah, feels bad, man. Also, when I first came, like the beginning weeks, when I came into the studio and like Tom and G is giving me some information on some of the teams that have played before, new teams that we will see. And he's like, "Yeah, Mega Man, like they're probably gonna win the whole thing, but we still don't know, you know." And I was like, I remember asking about Vorpal Sword because I like the name. I like Vorpal Sword, like the name in general. And he's like, just a bunch of randoms that just joined the tournament because they want to play a little bit. I mean, because no one know nothing about you or Vorpal Sword, you know? And everyone was like,
Yeah.
just a random team that joined. And then I don't know who you played against week one. I have to check the schedule. Like in the first weeks. Do you remember who you played in your first game?
Uh, I forgot already.
It was X8 Guild, okay. You play against X8, and who did Vorpal Sword play again? Okay,
Mega Man.
yes, that's the thing that happened. Vorpal Sword beat Mega Man in week 1. And that is when we were like, yo, hold up a second. Who are these guys, you know? You start to like question a little bit what's happening. Uh I like it, however. Right now, uh in the Asia region, we have like you, Vorpal, YGG, Mega Man, Sheesh, Shadow Legacy. I'm not sure about Enigma though. I haven't spoken to anyone from VFG in a while.
I think Enigma is DQ'd already.
If Enigma is DQ, that leaves Meditate and TNS. I am also not sure about Snowfox. I think they're not. So that would move Meditate and Snowfox in the upper bracket. I mean, Meditate is already, but goes 7th. And then Snowfox 8th, leaving TNS at 9th with 3 open spots in the lower bracket.
Games in the playoffs. Nice.
Yeah,
I
so
love playing.
okay, so before we start with Asia, let's begin this. Let's start with the European bracket. I don't know if I can show the official picture, but I have a solution. It's
You're gonna draw it.
the good old paint, my friend, never ceases to like amaze me. So because the teams are placed based on their seeding is how the bracket is made, you know? Let me just see if my where's my pen? There's my pen. So, like, for example, subhumans, because they're first, they get to play with the lowest seeded team from the upper bracket. And then you have, like, uh, unknowns versus Pudge, so it would be subhumans versus Cryptern. You have also been following Europe, right?
Yeah.
Let's just make it clear so I don't just uh, talk about random stuff and you just sit here like. Okay, and then it would be Chacha is also DQ'd from the thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
So
damn. Sad.
yeah, it is. So that would leave subhumans take it on Cryptern. That would be match 1. And then we have unknowns take it on Pudge. For game 2, I think this will all be played in one day. Also, the important thing to notice is that this game will be a best of 3.
Oh, okay.
It will be a best of 3. So 2 wins, you pass. 2 loses, you move up to the lower bracket. You're not eliminated yet. In the lower bracket, it was supposed to be Chacha versus the loser of, I think, Unknowns or Pudge Cheris. And then you have Sight, who will be playing against the loser of Subhumans or Cryptern.
Oh.
Okay, so, and this will be round 1. This will all be streamed Saturday, I think. The 1st of September, is it?
I think the tournament is delayed again, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like in 2 days, like this Saturday on the 26th. But
Yeah.
I got info that it's gonna be on the 1st of September. However, I don't know. It may be delayed another week. I hope not.
Oh my god.
I hope not. I hope we start on the 1st.
Yeah.
So let's talk about subhumans and Cryptern. Do you think Cryptern can take a game or even win the series here?
I think it depends on the momentum of Cryptorn.
Do you think it depends on the momentum?
If yeah, if Cryptorn wins game one, it will be big. If Subhumans win game one, I think Cryptorn will have a hard time winning one game.
However, Cryptern has been like the most adaptable team we've seen so far. Like they have changed their playstyle many times based on their opponents. And now subhumans are the wild cards, I'd like to call them. And unknowns would have been first on the bracket if they didn't pick 3 hell spikes in the game against subhumans.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you haven't watched all the games, my friend. Yes, 3 hell spikes or 2. What was it? Just Benz and Mafus, I think, was it who picked hell spike in that game. They're crazy, man. They're trying stuff out. Okay, so overall, you're favoring subhumans for Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Azari, but I think Subhuman got this.
Okay, so overall, do you think a 2-1, a 2-0?
Uh, I think it's 2-0 Subhumans.
Okay, let's do the predictions. I will agree with you. However, I think the Crypturn can take a game, so I'll just say 2-1.
Yeah, fair.
But you did mention that whoever takes the first game can get a momentum boost, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't freak me out if it's either a 2-0 Crypturn, just random out of nowhere.
yep, yep. I agree.
And if they found their fifth consistent player, because I know one of the Crypturn players, and they did mention that they were four. Like I think that's Azuri, FedEx, Pavlicek, and Deathstroke, who are their consistent four. And then they had like they had Tito play once time. They had Bad Copy. You know, they keep switching up their fifth player, which kind of ruins their momentum. You know, when you keep
Yeah,
changing
yeah,
one player in and out. I mean, if he's a constant sub, then he knows how you play and everything. But if he's just a new guy coming in all the time, yeah, it can be very destructive. So that would leave us with Side Esports taking on Crypturn down here. And then from this, we'll go like this. We'll have Subhumans up here. And now we have Unknowns versus Pudge.
Fudge to 0.
No debate? Nothing?
No debate.
Why?
Azari, I mean, Shiro and Grindel has improved a lot.
Re-
I've been watching some games in the in-house league.
Deal was first place for a very long time in the in-house league, though.
Yeah, I think I was learning a lot of meta in the early stage from Shiro.
However,
Props to him.
the only loss that Pudge Charis has is from Unknowns. I don't know if you
But
knew that, but that was week one, though. that was
yeah,
week one. That was completely week one. Here's the schedule if anyone wants to check it out. Where is it? There it is. Oh no, it was AMG Day. What? Where's the? Oh, okay. Maybe it was week two. Like I don't know. No, okay. Maybe it was week three. When did they play, man? There it is. There it is. Week four. Week four. I know it was in the beginning weeks. So still, this will not change your mind. This is a 2-0 Pudge Charis for you, clean.
yeah, clean 2-0.
Okay, let's go with that. Then
I can also predict how many minutes per game.
okay, you know what? Call it here. Call it here. And if you're wrong, what then?
And Tommy is the god, the best player in BFG.
Then okay. Okay, so here's the thing. Call the minutes. Call the minutes, and if you get wrong, you have to tweet that Tommy G is the best BFG player ever.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
All right.
it's a deal. It's a deal.
Okay.
I will favor you, but I will give a game to Unknowns because I think they can play really good, and they've shown that. If they didn't troll that one game against Subhumans with 2 health spikes and I don't know whatever they picked, it was just a mess. They were kind of having fun. They would have been top of the bracket. So I will also favor Pudge, just because we've seen them play way more in the in-house league and they have been way more active. But yeah, Unknowns is not like it's very difficult to predict Europe. Like I have been watching at this bracket stage for hours and I cannot say and I cannot give a clear winner. Like yes, Pudge nudges a little bit above everyone, but I cannot just say that they will 2-0 Subhumans, for example. You know, it is very difficult to say that.
Add Fudge to 0 Subhumans for sure.
Okay. We're gonna move
Yeah.
on. We're gonna move on. Now it's the lower bracket. Here's the thing about the first round in the lower bracket that will be played the same day. So these games that we just circled, and these, technically not this one because Chacha is disqualified, giving Unknowns a clean pass. Side Esports will have to play against Crypturn in a best of one. So you
Side
win, you're in.
1-0.
You think Side are just gonna win it?
Yeah.
Damn. Zeereef coming in with the strong thing. But Crypturn will play games before that, though. So they will be, like, warmed up. Still doesn't change a bit.
But still, if Crypto Earn lost in the upper bracket, maybe their morale will be lower, and then Sight has the upper hand.
Exactly.
Like, per bracket is for bitches. That's their motto for sure.
Okay. So keep in mind, Side Esports did come in late. But they came in with an 004 start, substituting for Baby Moon Gaming because
Yeah.
Baby Moon were gonna leave, and I think one of our head of esports found a team, and they were like, "You can play, but you gotta replace and start it as 0-4." And they were like, "Sure," and they were like, "Sure, we're gonna do it." And they did make the miracle run, squeezing just in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good for them. Good for them. Uh, okay, now comes round two. These games are also gonna be best of threes,
Okay.
and then we will have. I need to make this bigger though. Right now. Then we will have the winner from here moving up to the final. The loser will go in a different bracket that's gonna be here. So this will be the upper bracket final, and the loser goes into the lower bracket final here.
Okay.
I mean that's pretty simple. Like I don't know why I explained it to you like you're two like you're 2 years old. Wait, wait. I have been talking with you a couple of times now. How old are you, Zeereef? I actually don't know.
um, I'm still 18.
My man, you're 18. You're destroying everyone in the in-house league in the championship. Good job for you, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. I like it. I am not that much older than you, by the way. I'm like 22. So trust me, after 18, everything is just irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's an interesting game. We have Subhumans versus Pudge. That's gonna be
Uh,
an interesting best of three.
Pudge 2-0.
Pudge 2-0.
Yeah.
So are Pudge ever gonna lose a game in this tournament?
Nope. Clean sweep. Pudge champion Europe.
Really?
I'm gonna declare it right now.
Okay, but we have to guess the lower bracket, by the way. So subhumans will fall down into the lower bracket finals, and then it will be either unknowns or side esports. It will be a best of three now. 2 wins, you're in.
I think this is hard.
This is, I think, the most difficult thing to predict by far. Also,
Yeah.
it's either this and the one after, because if side win and then against subhumans, I will favor subhumans a little bit. However, I cannot say that like side esports can just lose to subhumans because they can't. They can win that series. So, what are your thoughts on the players here? Are there any particular playstyles? Will there
Um,
be geos something?
I think Sight has an upper hand. I like 10%. That's like 60-40.
Mm-hmm.
Because I seen Sight players play in the in-house league, like they're practicing. While unknowns, I mostly don't see their players.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they become rusty. I'm not sure, but if you don't grind, someone else is gonna be better than you, and that's why I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna favor side here 2-1.
Okay. Your first team that you predicted that has a loss, by the way.
Yeah.
You said okay. This is a 1-0, but so. But you said 2-0 to subhumans, and you said 2-0 to Pudge, and you said 2-0 to Pudge again. This is your first 2-1. Yeah, Pandarin has been playing in-house league a lot. Shiro has been playing a lot also. Actually, my bad. Shiro is from Pudge. I keep mixing players up, man, and Tom even proved it on stream. I hate
Yeah,
that.
you don't know immortal players.
I hate that man.
You only know me.
Well, you're the only one who watches Twitch. You even write in Twitch chat. You know, how am I not gonna know you? Like, out of the 5 viewers, the four probably being either, I don't know, Thomas, like, girlfriend, wife, my girlfriend, maybe. She turns it on sometimes when she's bored and she's like, I have no idea what you're saying, but I enjoy watching you. Like, literally. She has no gaming skills whatsoever. I have never met a person that doesn't know to play the game that much. You know, I like it. It's no idea. Okay, and then this is also a very interesting one.
Ha.
Now,
I think Sight is gonna lose.
Now this game, Side Esports and Subhumans, I don't. So it'll be these. This is round one. This is round two, and then we will have these two games played on the same day, I think. So if Subhumans win this best of three, they jump into an immediate best of five. This will
Oh
be a
my god,
best of
that's
three.
tiring.
Yeah, that is gonna be very tiring, and that is why I complained a little bit to our head of esports. I was like, man, I know you guys make the rules and all. I just have to listen to you. But if a team wins down here, let's say it goes to 3 games, and then you have to
Yeah.
play a best of 5. Meanwhile, Pudge just sitting there, chillaxing like this, watching the game, enjoying their
But
lemon.
I think that's better for lower bracket because the momentum if you win in the lower bracket is like one more win.
Exactly, but let
And you
but
are all hyped
but
up.
but you can maybe you can you're gonna have to play 8 games. That is gonna kill a man. I don't
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played in my life 8 games in a row. I especially not in a tournament. That is why I kind of complained a little bit. Maybe like give them a day or something. Like have this one on Saturday and then have the finals on Sunday, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna switch that up a little bit, but if it's like this, it's gonna be very difficult for whoever's coming from the lower bracket. They need to get some sleep before. Okay, so Subhumans or Sight. These are your top 3 teams. You're putting unknowns 4th place.
I think Sight is gonna lose here.
You think Sight's gonna lose here?
Yeah, like maybe 2-0 or 2-1.
You are favoring Subhumans a little bit. I'm gonna have to agree, and then we're gonna have a rematch of the upper bracket final. Uh, Pudge against Subhumans, and then you said Pudge 2-0 doesn't matter who makes it to the finals, right?
Yeah, 3-0 Pudge.
Actually, this is a best of 5. Yeah, my
Yeah,
bad.
3-0.
This will be a best of 5, and then it's a 3-0. Not a single game. Come on, Zeereef.
Yeah.
Come on, Zeereef.
Yeah. That's my prediction.
What?
And
What?
it's gonna be like just like that.
Scene.
Yep, I can see the future.
Let me give you a scenario. What if Pudge win 2-0, and then Subhumans win 3-2?
Ah, it's not gonna happen for sure.
It's not gonna happen. Oh damn!
Yeah,
Zeereef
it's
is
not
a
gonna happen.
savage, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen because Pudge players are playing daily.
So you just think Pudge is gonna win the
They
whole thing?
yeah.
I can't draw a crown, but I think this is yeah, whatever. That's their crown. Okay, I agree with the stuff mostly. I think a game that can be overlooked is this one. Unknowns can win this game.
Yeah.
Sight can win this best of 2, this best of 3. I also said Crypturn can beat Sight in the first game here because if they lost and maybe took a game, they have this like maybe they're gonna get mad at each other and like force each other to play better. It's an option. So, but if this changes, if Crypturn win here, I don't know if they're gonna be able to take a game from unknowns. Let's say an alternate universe where Crypturn win this. Then what happens?
I think unknowns will 2-0 return.
Oh, you think? Oh, then it's and then
Yeah.
then you have
Unknown
unknowns
versus
versus
sub.
subhumans. Yeah, now this is gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah. I think 2-1.
Oh, I
Favor of
almost
subhumans.
I almost knocked down my camera. It's fine, guys. I'm doing this first time ever. It's my first time ever doing a talk show podcast, whatever. The PGP is how we're calling. Okay, and but the final stays the same. It's Pudge versus Subhumans. Subhumans will make it to the finals all the way to the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of bias coming here from from Zeereef, holding on to his homies who play the in-house league with him while he was still playing in the Europe because there were no players in Asia. And now comes the more interesting part. Let's try to predict Asia.
Asia is chaotic region. I can predict it.
We
It's a
it's
chaotic region.
not. No, but listen, I think it's easier to predict than Europe. Europe is more crazy, man. I don't know if someone's just gonna come in the game playing 5 rejuvenation spells or something. I don't know, like 5 holy. You know, a counter to 5 earthquakes is 5 holy lands, and you just win it. You know, like
Oh my
okay.
god.
But first, I
Imagine.
I think that's gonna be really cool though. I think that. Oh wow.
No.
Okay. Okay. Wait. I turned this off. I turned this off. Okay. We're back. Everything's okay. You all saw my screen for a little bit. Yeah. By the way, I'm a huge Alliance fan. World of Warcraft sticks with you. You see that? Okay. Uh, let's try to draw this. So it would be you. What am I doing? What am I doing? Hold up. Okay. Let's try to draw this first, based on how the seedings have looked. So it would be you. I'm gonna go like this. Playing against, you said Enigma probably disqualified. I need to get confirmation on that. I don't know. But can you tell us who told you?
The admin.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then it's probably true. That is a more reliable source than I am. So that would boost Meditate in the 7th spot, Snowfox at 8th, and then TNS at 9th. Then it would be like this. You would play against Snowfox. That would be our first best of 3. It would be Vorpal Sword taken on Meditate.
Fun.
I wrote mate. Vorpal versus mate. It would be YGG. That would be against Shadow Legacy.
Oh, another fun game.
This is gonna be also a fun game because I think Shadow Legacy have been slacking in the first weeks of the PGL, but the last couple of games that they played were very good. I have to give them that. And then we have Mega Man versus Sheesh. Let me just try to divide these a little bit. Okay, and these are all best of 3s. And then let's try to finish this lower bracket. It would be TNS waiting for an opponent. I think the opponent... How did we do it in Asia? This one was disqualified and came from the... I think the opponent will come from either Mega Man or Sheesh. I'm not sure though. And then it would have 3 missing things. Moving up to a this. Like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with you at Snowfox Guild. How much are you gonna lose to Snowfox?
Um, I don't know.
10-0.
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you gonna bait him, Zeereef, is what I'm asking. Now you're in the picture. It's a bit different trying to talk about teams, you know? Okay. How about I do your games and then you do the rest, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're gonna 2-0. Okay, I'm gonna be fair with you.
What?
You're gonna 2-0 Snowfox. You're still gonna be playing mid lane, right?
Yep.
Okay. So then it's gonna be Immortals here. Now we have Vorpal Sword versus Meditate. Will you support your homie's Vorpal Sword?
Yeah. Vorpal, easy dub.
Easy dub 2-0, another 2-0.
Yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
I feel like Meditate aren't that bad at the game, to be honest.
Yeah, they're good.
They've also
They know that.
they've also kind of picked it up. They were a bit slacking in the beginning, but they've kind of also like picked it up a little bit, just like SLG.
Yep, they know the timings, but they just don't know how to close the game.
So at least how I look at this team, and whenever someone after streams from the PFG's like production holder asks me, or anyone who's working at what the office or something asks me about Meditate, I always tell them if this team can get a big lead early game, they can end the game
Yeah,
in like 15 minutes. But I don't think Vorpal Sword's gonna let them get that big of a lead
yeah.
or any lead. Like Vorpal are just like good at the game. But let's say a 2-0. Let's say a 2-0. This can also go 2-1, but I doubt
Yeah,
it.
2-1.
I
Yep,
but I doubt
I
it.
agree.
I doubt it. Okay. Then we have YGG SLG,
I
then
think
Mega Man
2-1.
Sheesh.
Uh, 2-1 for SLG.
2-1 for SLG?
Yes. YGG will lose.
You're da-
100%.
you are doubting your boy Mako here, you know?
Uh, it's just hard. Like, his team is not committed. Like, a single player can carry as one team.
Oh wow. So Emperor's gonna win
Yeah.
this one for SLG is what you're saying, you know?
Yep.
A
SLG is gonna
2-1
win
for are you
this.
oh, okay, I am not gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say 2-1 to YGG and we'll do both scenarios then, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay, we're gonna do both scenarios. So let's go with yours first. You say SLG. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm writing this. Okay. But I will give it to SLG. They have been playing way better now than they have
Yeah, I think
in the
Moreno
beginning
will be
weeks.
their new mid laner for sure.
Mako
He's
gets
been prac.
Mako gets kicked to support or something.
Uh nope. He's our mid
Okay,
soon.
that
He's
is
the
what
god.
I was trying to get from you. So Immortal will have some changes in their team coming in to
The next league.
so not in this tournament or for the
Nope.
playoffs
Yeah, nope. After this tournament,
after
we
the
will have
tournament.
like roster change.
Okay, so but for now, Mako will remain in YGG
Wide.
and will
Yep.
continue playing for them. Okay, is it correct that Oni may be switching as well?
Yep.
Okay, kind of an interesting. Zeereef, you're just making it not fair for the other opponents if you keep taking like all their mid laners. You can't take all the mid laners and place them in one team.
No, we're gonna play like Punch Cherries.
The triple mid. The, uh, sorry, we cut off a little bit, but I think we're
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Either me and you ran out of internet for a little second. But you said you're gonna play like Pudge, triple line mid
Yeah,
lane.
three mid. Yep. Triple Akuma.
Sorry, there's. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's people screaming outside. I need to close the window. So
Yeah, no
the
worries.
thing we're like 55 minutes in. This is going exactly as I planned. I planned it around an hour and like 15-20 minutes, and we're gonna try to do it. Okay, so let's continue. We have Mega Man versus Sheesh after that.
Mega Man for sure.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here. I like the Sheesh. I think the Sheesh can make a lower bracket run, but their first opponent being Mega Man is going to be very difficult. However, I'm going to give it like a 2-1. Let's say a 2-1. I think that's fair, right? Zero?
Nah, 2-0.
2-0.
Mega Man is good.
Okay. Whatever. It's still. This is supposed to be a 2, and this is supposed to be a 0. Okay. Uh, then I think it should have been. How did we do Europe? The team that was up played with the team that was the most down. So it would be Mega. So it would be Sheesh taking on TNS
Yep.
for a best of one win. Whoever wins this moves forward, and then
Uh, yeah.
YGG would be waiting here, and then we would have
I think YGG will fall in the third slot in the loser bracket, right?
in the third slot here.
Yeah, and in the fourth slot it's gonna be Metatate. So
Uh,
it's gonna be YGG versus
it's
Metatate.
no wait. Oh no wait. It's based on seeding, so I think
Oh,
I think
okay.
like the team with the bigger placement goes upper.
Oh,
No,
okay.
plays with the no the team with the most points plays with the team which is the most down.
Okay.
Yeah, so then wait, who is placed the most here? So Meditate is 8th. YGG is 3rd. You said YGG are gonna lose. Sheesh are gonna lose, and Snowfox are gonna lose. So it
Yep.
would be Snowfox playing against TNS actually. Here. They would have the most difficult opponent in this term being TNS because
Yeah. On
they're
our game.
they're the only team. Then right here would be the team right under that, so it would be Meditate here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Meditate, and then it would be Shadow SLG versus YGG down here. So a little bit of mistake on my end as well. So then we would have YGG. Oh, what am I writing, man? YGG and SL. No, not SLG. Who am I missing?
Uh, I think Sheesh.
No, meditate.
I meditated. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, meditate. My bad. No, not meditate.
I think it's Sheesh.
No, you said the sheesh. Oh yeah, the sheesh are gonna lose.
Yeah. Sheesh are gonna
Sorry.
lose.
Okay, this is spam's production, everybody, not BFG production. It's the production we're getting. So okay, so it's gonna be TNS versus Snow Fox. Do you think TNS has a chance of winning this game first?
uh, if the game goes for like an hour, yes.
If the game goes for like an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, I would agree here. I would say TNS are gonna win this one easily enough. Then we have TNS here taking on Meditate. Okay, and this will be the lower bracket. So all of these games, except TNS versus Snowfox, will be played as a best of 3. Only this game will be a best of 1. And then
Okay.
when we jump here again, these games are also gonna be best of 3s. I think. Don't hold me to that, but it should be. And of course, loser gets eliminated. This is the lower bracket right here. Loser will get eliminated. Here, and then we have like this. Wait, why did I write this? This is also not supposed to look like this, no?
I think it's correct.
Uh, yeah, but here's the thing. 2 more teams are supposed to come in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna
From the
be,
upper bracket,
so it's gonna be,
like a straight.
yeah, like meditate here, and then YGG here, and those are going to be different brackets, and then one team goes
Yep,
from
yep,
here, and one goes from here, yeah.
yep.
Okay, so let's start. Immortal Vorpal Sword. Now, this is gonna be an interesting best of 3 to watch, let me tell you. You did beat him last time, though.
Hmm.
And you said they kept smashing you in scrims as well.
Yeah.
But I did say that I will like rate your teams and whenever you play. And let me tell you something. I have no idea who's gonna win this best of 3. I got no clue, man. I really don't know who's gonna win this. This can go to anyone, but whoever it goes, it'll either be a 3-2 or a 3-2. I'll tell you that. It's gonna go to 5 games, and I hope.
No, it's just best of three.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I've been looking at brackets for an hour, we're talking, and I've gotten crazy. I've gotten completely crazy, Zeereef, you have to know. It's either gonna be a 2-1 or a 2-1. That is what I'm gonna say.
And
And
I think it's 2-0 Immortal.
I,
Yep,
I like the copium. I said we're gonna do
yep,
both brackets, but let's say Immortal win this one, knocking
up.
Vorpal's sword here, down here. Let's say Vorpal go here. I need to adjust this a little bit. I should have drawn it a bit bigger. Never mind, it's fine, it's readable. And then we have SLG versus Mega Man. Do you go with Mega Man here?
This is a hard game because SLG players are playing in the in-house league. They're practicing. They're
Exactly.
enhancing their
I,
individual skills. So it's
I,
like,
I,
and Mega Man is only Zixit and Bianca Cutie are have played in the in-house league, but Zixit
mm-hmm.
has been playing. the Inhouse League for like the recent past days.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be 2-1 for Mega Man
Okay.
or a 2-0 for Mega Man.
So you're still gonna favor.
Yeah, Mega Man.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to agree. I think SLG have been improving. We already said this 7 times. I don't want to keep repeating myself. But SLG can make a lower bracket run, which means they would either play against TNS or Meditate. SLG. And do you favor Meditate winning over TNS?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. We're gonna have to agree on that. Meditate will be here. TNS will get knocked out in round 2. I think this should be a best of 3 as well, if I'm not completely wrong. And they would have to face SLG later here, and then it will be Vorpal's Sword versus YGG or Sheesh.
Uh, that YGG and Sheesh.
This is also
F-
gonna be a fun
because
one.
in the group stage, the Sheesh beat YGG 2-0.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that was like a 4v5 game.
Yeah, YGG had DCs both games.
Yeah, so I think YGG has the chance to beat the Sheesh. So I think I'm gonna be favoring YGG this time.
Okay, so the only tip you would give YGG is get better routers for their internet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go with YGG. Then we have this, and then we have this. The winner goes to finals here. Let's say these are the finals. Let's draw like a square. Just look at this perfect square. Perfect square.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And now you play Mega Man. You did beat Mega Man in the beginning weeks also as well. Oh, or actually not. I don't remember. Somewhere in the middle of the league, you played Mega Man, and the only losses Mega Man have are from you, Vorpal Sword, and YGG. In which the YGG, the whole DC incident remake thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that doesn't count.
Yeah, I think
That's
that
doesn't
doesn't
count.
count. Yeah,
There's no games played
like
there.
I understand Mega Man's frustration on why they're mad, but I also have to like stick to the rules thing, and I think the game shouldn't have been remade or something. But never mind. Nevertheless, uh, before we get to that, before we get to Immortals Mega Man, let's finish this mess down here because because this team had because from these two, then we have them play here, one of these, and then they will meet. The winner will meet Mega Man here. So one of the so it will go like this, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
this should make sense. Let's just say Vorpal win this one here against YGG. I will favor
yeah,
Vorpal Sword
Vorpal.
a
Yeah,
bit more. YGG will get knocked out round 3 of the tournament. That means the Sheesh in round 2. So a bad bracket seeding.
yeah,
And then you give it to SLG, right? I would also give it to SLG here.
yeah.
However,
SLG.
this is also a game that can surprise me. I mean, that can go to Meditate's favor, if I'm being completely honest. But also, this one can go in YGG's favor. I don't know. Everything is
Yeah,
crazy here. This is what I meant. It's more difficult to predict. I just want to see how wrong I am when the
it's
playoffs
chaotic.
when the playoffs finish. I want to sit down and I want to look back at this thing that me and you have recorded right now and just say we got everything wrong. And it's probably
No, 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 no.
and that's probably gonna happen. And that's probably gonna happen.
Well, in Europe, it won't happen.
And
Only in C.
we're gonna get everything wrong, Zero. But I mean,
No.
listen, this is up to you. The thing that you're looking at right now. This is up to you to make it go like this, you know? Because you play here and you're giving me predictions. Okay. SLG Vorpal Sword.
Vorpal.
Okay.
Maybe 2-1.
Mega Man. And then you're gonna be waiting right here in the finals. Who's gonna be your opponent, Zero?
Vorpal.
Vorpal's gonna be your opponent. So basically, how the standings are right now, that is how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Only YGG will get knocked out from Vorpal a bracket down. And then,
Yep.
are you beating Vorpal, or it's gonna be another scrim game? It's gonna be a rematch of the upper bracket semis.
I'm just gonna pray that there is another typhoon, so Oni can play.
Pray for sabotage. I like it.
Yep.
So I I don't know how to predict this game, man. Like
I think
statistics numbers tell me that you're gonna win the whole thing, but it's just gonna be like, keep in mind, Vorpal Sword, to get to the place that you got, are gonna have to play so many more games because you predicted them getting knocked out by you in round 2. You know, like
yeah.
they're gonna have to play uh 2 more best of 3s. That's 6 games maybe, or that's 4 to 6 games more than you will play in the tournament. But okay, of course you're not gonna say Immortal's gonna lose. Immortal's gonna win 3-0. There it is. Immortal are gonna
Nope.
be.
I think it's a close game. 2-3.
Oh, you think you're gonna lose a couple games? Okay.
Yep. 100%. We're gonna lose in
Listen,
the
I'm gonna say
championship. Yeah.
that anyone can win this series. Let me
Yep.
be completely
Agree.
honest with you. Like I know you're my guest and I have to be nice to you, but you can lose this series. You can even lose
Yeah.
this one up here, the
Yeah.
best
I
of 3 up
totally
here,
agree. Yep.
and then you're gonna have to play the lower bracket and do the mountain climb all the way up.
Yep.
Okay, we've completed it somehow, one way or another, and it's I like I said, I'm excited to see how wrong I am, how wrong we are, because
I
mostly,
think Mega Man can win against Vorpal.
yeah,
Like in
exactly,
the
exactly. That is
championship,
a
it will be Immortal and Mega Man and Immortal. The
exactly,
championship,
that is exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, I
or
also think
Mega Man versus Vorpal.
in the finals.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't think that can
It
happen
just
though.
it just de- it just de- it will just depend on the strats that we will use,
But
because Vorpal has some strats they haven't showed yet.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, but you know them based on scrims, right?
Yep. But they're just playing like typical in-house league. Like they don't play with
They're
strats.
just playing solo queue.
Yep.
Okay, this was fun. This was fun to do. I have also, YGG can beat SLG here, and then SLG will
Yep.
be down, and then YGG are gonna have to play against Mega Man, and then Mega Man is gonna ask for a remake, and they're not gonna get it, and
Oh my god.
that
Oh, that's chaotic.
that's how it works. I hope that doesn't happen. I wrote a whole post on Twitter. No one noticed it. Thank you, community,
Yeah,
about my point of view.
no, I read that
Oh,
your tweet
thank.
about the issue about Mega Man and YGG.
Yeah, the whole game, the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it was right call for there was no remake because there were like 5 kills,
We
if I'm
even,
not
like,
mistaken.
we sat down after the game, we did the whole math on who how many kills had, the whole gold was calculated. YGG had a little bit of gold advantage, like 400 gold max advantage, not even 400. So
Yeah,
it was minute 6.5, and we thought the whole Mega Man team had DC'd, like 5-man DC. That's why I was first against the admin. I was like, yeah, this should have been like a remake. But then I heard that it was just one person, and I was like, what? No, no, you gotta continue it.
yeah.
Okay, there it is, Zeereef. We've completed
Uh,
the PGP, the first ever talk show podcast thing that I'm doing myself. Uh, Note, Tommy G was supposed to join us for this one. He canceled. So
yeah,
I'll
he is
try to.
afraid of me.
He's yeah, he is scared of you. When he heard Zeereef, oh my god, man.
Yep,
So I'm gonna
as
try to get
always.
Tommy, like, for maybe before the finals, we were gonna make another one with Tome. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna call you again. I think you had your I think you had your fair share. We'll see. I'm just kind of messing with you. It's okay. But uh we'll see for what the future will uphold. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being a homie. Thanks for the, technically it was my idea, but I like how you just jumped on it immediately. You were like, "Yeah, we should do that. That will be cool."
Yeah, because I'm free. Like I have nothing to do. Like let's just discuss more about BFG and give the viewers like knowledge about the BFG
Yeah,
and the
basically,
PGL.
because I saw a lot of new people in the in-house league, and I'm kind of sad that I can't play the game because of my computer. I have 15 FPS when I play the game. I have no walls in the game. Like
No,
opponents just appear out of nowhere. Dude, you just pop out of someone. I when the stone drops, I don't see it. And I remember playing against you one game, and I picked up the stone in the base by accident, and everyone in my team was like, "What are you doing? We were supposed to give it to like I think it was Solakov played with me," and I was like,
oh
"I
yeah,
didn't even know I picked it up." You know, it was crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
and House League is fun. People enjoy your rewards. Zeereef, thanks for coming out, and we're gonna cut this episode short. Any last words you want to say?
Press your spellbind, guys.
Spellbane wins the game. Thank you all for
Yep.
coming out. Check out Zeereef and watch the PGL. Probably tuning in September 1st, starting off with our Europe. A couple weeks after that will be our Asia region. Thank you all so much for watching. If you watched this far, write in the comments Zeereef is better than Tommy G.
Yep.
Thank you
Hell
all.
yeah, brother.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.